this is Mrs. Gocha from the GISD SNAP Ed program, and today we're going to go over the book Rap-a-Tap-Tap. Here's Bojangles, think of that. When I go into the classrooms, I love to read this book, and my students love to read this book to me because not only does it have a repeating pattern that I'm going to encourage you to say with me when I read the book, but it also talks about ways to get our activity, our physical activity. Remember, we should get 60 minutes every day, but in a non-traditional way. Because a lot of times when we think of sports and athletes, we think of maybe football players, basketball players, volleyball players. But in our book today, it's going to feature a dancer. Remember, dancing is a great fun way to get our 60 minutes in. So today's book is nonfiction, which means it's about a real person. So when you listen to this story, try to imagine that they were really doing this. All right, let's get started. At the beginning of our book, it says that this book was created great art through adversity, and it also says that that's who inspired their book, Bill Robinson. There once was a man who danced in the street. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He brought pleasure and joy to the people he'd meet. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He didn't just dance, he made art with his feet. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced past doors, some were open, some closed. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced past folks in fancy clothes. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced through a place people called the Skids. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced through crowds of laughing kids. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. His feet fairly flew as he tipped his hat. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He briefly paused to pat an old cat. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced rain or shine and all kinds of weather. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. People listened each day for his toe-tapping clatter. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced many rhythms that were seldom the same. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Dance was his passion, and it brought him fame. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Bojangles, Bojangles, that was his name. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. In our story, there is an afterword. An afterword is something at the end of the book that gives us a little bit more information. Mrs. Gocha is going to read that to you now. Bill Bojangles Robinson was born in 1878 and died in 1949. He is known as the greatest tap dancer of all time. His fame has reached mythic proportions. He had charm and charisma, and it was said he talked with his feet. His rhythms were so intricate and fast, it was impossible for other dancers to repeat some of them. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, Bill Robinson was the highest paid Black entertainer. He shared his wealth with his less fortunate friends and neighbors through those hard times. Bill Robinson performed shows on Broadway, as well as in famous clubs around the country. He formed reviews that appeared in Vaudeville, and he danced in several films, including 4 with the child star Shirley Temple. On May 25th, 1989, Congress declared that day, which was Bill Robinson's birthday, as National Tap Dance Day in his honor. Thank you for listening to our story, Rap-a-Tap-Tap. Here's Bojangles. Think of that. In our story, Rap-a-Tap-Tap, here's Bojangles. Think of that. He demonstrated exercise by how throughout this book? Right, dancing. He danced throughout this book. Why is exercise good for you? It builds strong, healthy bodies, makes you feel good, helps us be healthy overall. How do you exercise each day? We may all exercise differently. I like to walk. Where did Bojangles dance? In the street? Past open and closed doors? Through the skids? Through crowds of laughing kids? In rain or shine? He danced everywhere, didn't he? What do you think the author meant by he didn't just dance? He made art with his feet. Dancing is one kind of exercise. You mentioned some others at the beginning of the book. But what are some other ways to be physically active? I hope you find a way today to be physically active. Have a great day.